So we couldn't do loads of traveling every day on our sister trip to Germany. One of the big roles I have in my family is to shop for everything, so I'm always delighted to discover new ways to shop. This place was called All Drink, and they had all the drinks, but they especially had large amounts of alcohol, beer everywhere. What you do is you walk around with a little trolley and fill up your cart with anything that you want to try, kind of like how you would do at maybe Best Way, where I'm from. Basically like a souped up ABC store, but instead of only selling hard liquor, there's a bunch of beer and wine in here too. I mean, they have stuff like this back in the States, but it was just kind of fun to do it over in Germany because this particular style seemed to be unique for here. So you basically load up your milk crate, check out, and then after you're done, I guess you bring it back and kind of like recycle it and maybe you get a discount. I don't know. I'm unclear on the directions. Gotta say, even after all the stuff that we tried, I only liked a couple of the beers. Oh, also in Germany, you park your car between the dark lines so that your tires actually line up with the cement blocks. Next, we were off to the grocery store in my sister's town. Be back later here for one of these guys. Look, they have a little clothing store in the grocery store. That's pretty cool. So again, with the meat, man, they had meat everywhere. I always have it in my head that there's less vegetarians over in Europe, but I don't know. I'm not really sure the purpose behind this, but you ticket your little produce items that don't already have one, I guess, to check their weight. I was walking around trying to compare a bunch of different ingredients because in the States, they want to poison you with adding like chemicals and colors and stuff like that to the food, and I found less of that in Germany. It was just interesting to see some of the same brands but with totally different ingredients. It's really not fair. I wish that we would kind of step up on our banning policies in America to keep all the yucky stuff out of our food. That would be nice. I'm always checking out the fruits and vegetables sections. I like to see what the differences are in the stuff that they have, like a dino melon. Look at this pineapple. How about a giant avocado or Moroccan raspberries? Raspberries are my favorite. So we bought some bread products over here, and unfortunately, because I forgot about them and my sister's kids also ate them, I only got to try one of the things that we actually bought, and it was not this little hot dog sub thing, unfortunately. It looked good. It was like a pizza hot dog, and I was gonna pop it in the air fryer and eat it, and I never got around to it. And the kids ate this thing that I bought. What is it, like a little krufna or something? But I think it was supposed to be a donut. There was loads and loads and loads of different products to look at, and because I don't speak German, I couldn't really understand what some of the stuff was, but it seemed to me that it was mostly healthy looking. Like I said, different ingredients, you know? I'm pretty sure that this is where I got in trouble. I was over here filming the shocking variety of meats that they had. It was like 50 yards of meat, and the guy was like, "Excuse me, ma'am, Germans don't like their meat recorded." I was like, "Okay, sorry, I'm just a dumb American." Look at this anti-smoking box. That's effective marketing. Anyway, so after we were done shopping, it was time to hit up one of these meat on a stick places. This is about all my husband could talk about. He told me that I just had to get a Donner box or Donor. I don't know how they're pronounced. Each little area has their own style, and this one was a little too sweet for me, but still really good. So yeah, when we weren't shopping, we were just kind of hanging out, doing puzzles, watching Christmas movies. We must have watched 10 of them. There was a lot of drinking and eating that was happening. This is Christmas morning. It was a little weird to be away from my kids on Christmas morning, but overall it wasn't bad because I was so distracted enjoying my adult freedom that I didn't really care after a few days, you know? Plus, they're so little, the excitement is over in like 10 minutes, and then they just go back to being fussy about not having enough snacks. I think that was the hard part. People were expecting you to stay in that mold of, oh, you have to be with your family on Christmas. No, you don't. That's a lie. You can be with your family on Christmas if you want to, but it's okay to do something different, like travel. And this is my sister, so she is technically family. See? Loophole. You gotta do what's gonna heal your soul, and hanging out, doing puzzles, eating food, watching Christmas movies, trying different types of coffee and stuff like that is a soul healing experience. And so is this little soy sauce squirting fish. I mean, how cool is this? It drops the perfect amount of soy sauce onto your food. Didn't find any ice cream, but I did have mochi.